That's right, for such a dumb show, we're gonna keep it with a dumb intro. G'day folks, and welcome to the first ever second episode of
Dumb Things DAO1 People Say, rolling like clouds on a rainy day. Words so wild they slip away. Who knew they'd make a fine display?
Yeah, so there's someone that really doesn't understand cryptocurrency or blockchain.
No. So this is Ed Smith, and for those of you that don't know, Ed Smith was my upline in the 28 Days of DAO series. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out. But today, Ed is submitting what I could only refer to as a zinger. Maybe one of the stupidest things ever said. Ed is going to tell us how DAO1 and Apertum are protected from rug pulls.
I've been burned in something similar before. Could this be a rug pull? Now, I get this question a lot because there are a lot of people out there in the crypto realm, like I said, who want to get started. They don't know who to trust. They don't know where to start. And there's been a lot of people who have had bad experiences with crypto, with particular platforms, with opportunities that overpromised. Now, in this project, we hold our value and our funds and our assets in a third-party wallet that you can choose. You can go out and choose one of, I don't know how many, a couple of hundred different wallet options and link them to DAO1. So you hold all your value, all your assets, everything of value in a third-party wallet that just interfaces with DAO1. So that wallet is non-custodial, meaning only you have access to that, only you have control over it. So there's no middleman. There's no one else that can access or see what's held within that wallet, just you. So that alone makes this project safer than anything that we've ever really seen before. We're not holding value on a platform. It's not just numbers that someone's punching in at the other end. We're holding the tokens, the value in a third-party wallet of our own. So very, very safe.
Dumb things DAO1 people say.
So this is Michelle Burch, and I will warn you, before I put the still frame of the start of her submission, I have to warn you about the filter, because it's terrifying. You ready? 3, 2, 1. I warned you. So today, Michelle is going to tell us why you should entrust her to give valuable advice in cryptocurrencies.
I don't know how I send an email from my account to your account. It just works. I don't know how. So when people ask me how do these mining bots work, I don't know the detail. I don't need to know. It just works.
Dumb things DAO1 people say.
So this is a throwback to an oldie but a goodie. This is Lorian Cameron, one of the Martin Walrus sycophants, minions, puppets, whatever term you want to use. Lorian Cameron today is going to help us to identify and stay safe from scams.
How to spot a get rich quick scheme. Have you been burnt? Have you been duped? Have you ever been invited to a party, an event where you're gonna get rich, we're all gonna become millionaires, we're all gonna make loads of money, you know, all you gotta do is, you know, get your wallet out. So if you've ever felt like that, if you've ever thought that, if you've ever had that happen to you, then let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments below, because I've been scammed in the past. I remember years ago that I was, invited to something, and they said, oh, you know, if you put this much money in, you'll get this much back. And I was like, oh yeah, whatever, I'll give it a go. Like, I didn't have any idea about investing. I didn't have any idea about how to create, you know, a sustainable long-term online business. I didn't have any, I was a young guy, right? I was like, yeah, sure. It's like gambling. Oh yeah, I'll chuck some money in there. Why not? Chuck 5 grand here, chuck 5 grand there. And what do you know? Oh yeah, I remember a classic one that I got duped on. My dad was promised something about this trawler, that this trawler was going to this place. oh man, it was that, you know, if you chip in this much money as a collective, then when the trawler gets to this place, and then apparently the trawler went down or got hijacked by Somali pirates or something.
Dumb things DAO1 people say.
Now, as we all know, these same people, fake influencers, whatever you want to call them, have jumped from GS Partners, Lydium World, GSB, G999, Swiss Valorum, Aratus Gold, and now to DAO1. So this is Mike Pope, and Mike Pope spent 10 years or so as a Victorian police officer, and even though he peddled Aratus Gold, which has since been left abandoned, he is going to share with us why we should trust him.
For those that don't know me, I used to be a police officer. I was a police officer for 12 years or 12 and a half years in Victoria Police. I had many different positions there, and I kind of resented that job, to be honest, by the end of it. And I was fortunate enough to then join the Metropolitan Fire Brigade in Melbourne City. And I was a full-time firefighter for 8 years there. Now, during my time as a firefighter, I worked 4 on 4 off, and I also worked casually as a finance broker. So I did that role as well for about 5 years there. And then at the start of 2020, we took long service leave. We took our 3 children around the world, and 6 weeks into that, COVID hit. Anyway, long story short, we looked at the online space. We got involved in the online space a bit over 4 years ago, or probably 4.5 years ago. We travelled around the world for 2 years in total. We travelled around Australia for 2 years in total. And thank you to the online space, neither of us ever went back to jobs. We've relocated up here to beautiful Queensland, where we always wanted to live, and now help people grow their own online businesses as well. So when it comes to working online and online opportunities, when it comes to dealing with banks, and it comes to governments and regulations and even investigative roles with people committing fraudulent activities, I feel like I'm pretty well I suppose equipped to talk to you about it.
Dumb things DAO1 people say.
So around about 3 months ago, I posted a video on the GS Partners settlement that they had with various US and Canadian states and provinces, which Texas has since pulled out of because, as we've all observed, they've just rebranded and readapted and pushing the same crap under a different name. And the point I wanted to make in that video was that if GS Partners wanted to do right by everyone, then they should accept responsibility and repay everyone, not just those in the settling states. And an account by the name of Ponzi Power Ranger decided to comment on my video. They say, "LOL, this video is so dumb." So I responded, "What mining package did you buy?" Ponzi Power Ranger responds, "Who said I bought anything? Don't make ass assumptions." So I responded, "What's wrong? You're not willing to financially back the amazing products?" And so they responded, "What's funny is your whole channel. You can hide behind YouTube, we understand. We know who you are connected with. No need to explain. I'll let you believe you are really doing some incredible things." At which point I thought, this is a great thread, I better pin this. You're welcome to go and see the comment on this video. It's still there. So they responded, "Thank you for pinning. I officially made it." So this account on YouTube, Bees, also called Ponzi Power Ranger, has a very interesting profile picture. And I recognize this same image that was posted on a reel by the one and only Martine Walrus.
So, for the confused admirer who's on here tonight, I will give you a bit of oxygen. You can waste all your time, bro, sis, whoever you are. You're not going to stop me.
Dumb things DAO1 people say.
And before we end this episode, I thought we'd better go back and have a look at the winner of the first episode of Dumb Things DAO1 People Say. Allow me to present to you the one and only Russian mafia puppet, Chloe Maxwell. Congratulations, Chloe.
I need to talk about this last story because it was so funny. Last night we were on a call. It was a Russian call that was being interpreted to English, and we're like, Emma and I are just going back and forth in a chat, and we're like, how have we gone from like many years ago now, flogging a $60 product for a $20 commission, to like being on a call with the Russian mafia? It's obviously not the Russian mafia, and obviously I cannot spell for shit. But like, how have our lives changed so much? And then like last night I made more than what I'd make in a month there. You know, it's just, it's one of those things that if you do not take risks, you will not get ahead. And the best part is that if you can do it with people that you love, like we have so much fun in this space. We laugh our off last night. We're just like, how is this alive? What a Russian.
I actually did drink the vodka. Anyways, what I want to say is that like we were hated for finding something that aligned better with our values, with the way that the world is going, and that rewarded us for our time tenfold. We were hated for that, actually ridiculed for that. And I just am here to remind you that people are going to hate you regardless of what you do. It doesn't matter what you do, they're gonna fucking hate you. So you may as well do something that feels in alignment for you, that's gonna move the needle forward for you and your family, that's gonna get you in a financial place where you're good, that you can go on the holidays, you can do the shit that you love, because you made a decision to pivot and do something that's actually gonna get you ahead. That you're not going to stay stuck, or you're not going to stay in the place that you are because you're fearing about what other people think about you. At the end of the day, people care more about themselves than what they do about anyone else.
Dumb things DAO1 people say.
And in today's video, I do have one more very special announcement in celebration of Australia's recent election and one of the particular parties.
Australia needs new policies, and the Trumpet of Patriots will give every Australian a new deal. Labor and the coalition want net zero, zero jobs, zero prosperity and zero future. Labor and the coalition prioritise they, them, while I'm concerned about you. Vote 1, Trumpet of Patriots.
That obviously cares about everyone, unless your preferred pronouns are they, them, of course. To Dumb Things DAO1 People Say contestants, we will, over the course of this series, be airdropping out to you this rare and exclusive, never done before, CliveCoin, Trumpet of Patriots on Apertum. Finally, we have a shitcoin based on a shit meme on a shit blockchain. So keep your eye on your wallet and make sure you let us know if you're one of the lucky CliveCoin recipients. There's only 100 CliveCoins ever made. CliveCoin to the moon. Now remember to cast your vote, put down in the comments below. I think we can say by around about this time next week, the next Dumb Things DAO1 People Say will be coming out, because who would have guessed it? They say so many dumb things. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you had a laugh. Make sure you like and subscribe for the first ever third episode of Dumb Things DAO1 People Say.
Dumb things DAO1 people say. Rolling like clouds on a rainy day. Words so wild they slip away. Who knew they'd make a fine display?
Yeah, so there's someone that really doesn't understand cryptocurrency or blockchain.
No.